voice. Mr. Bruno, how are we doing this fine morning?
My name is Detective Rico Collins with the Arapahoe Sheriff's Department. You're currently here in the event that your wife was unfortunately killed in her home last night, approximately 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock exactly. Between those two times, we're not 100% sure when she was killed, but the body was reported at around 8:20. I know this is some unfortunate information, unfortunate news for you, but you are here for a reason, and I don't mean to beat around the bush, but I know this is a rough topic to talk about, and I want to hear you out. Before I do that, I'm going to give you the basics, kind of the information that we have right now, the information that you're going to need, and then we'll jump right into the questions, and I'll let you give us your particular input on what went down and what transpired and where you were. So, Miss Caldwell was killed expectedly at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time in her own home. She was killed by a reported 25 stab wounds between the chest, lower abdomen, and neck. Her body was found in a bedroom closest to the front door. No forced entry. It appears Miss Caldwell did not show any signs of fighting or resistance. Body was reported and discovered by Alvin Winston, your lifelong neighbor. He also reported he heard screams and rummaging and movement of furniture before an abrupt cutoff of silence. He also said during one of the screams he heard a full name, but he couldn't make out what the name was. With that being said, you know this line of work, you know what we do, and you know I have to question you because you were considerably close to her, and since it was in her house and there was no sign of forced entry. I know. I'm sorry. You know how this goes. Let's just ask you, where were you at exactly 7 to 8, maybe even 6 o'clock p.m. today?
Fuck. This has to be some sort of twisted joke that's not funny, bro. This isn't real. No. You can't tell me that my wife is dead, man. This isn't real, bro. This isn't real. Bro, can I get something to drink? You think I killed my wife? After all these years, you know me. You think I killed my own wife? Me and Cynthia had a great relationship. There would be no reason why I would kill her. I wasn't home long enough to kill her. I packed my bags and I went to my parents. It was my parents' anniversary. I went to go see them. She had to stay because she has a work trip tomorrow. How could I have killed her? I'll tell you what. Check the CCTV cams. At exactly around 8, maybe 8:15, I was getting gas, filling up from the long drive from my house to my parents. 8:15, you can look at the CCTV cameras at the gas station down the street. I was getting gas from my 1-hour drive to go to my parents. It takes an hour to get from my house all the way over there. There's no way I could have murdered her exactly at 8 p.m. You said it was expected that she died around that time, but I wasn't anywhere near home around that time. You can't say it wasn't.
Listen, I need you to relax.
You can't say that I killed her and had an hour to get to my parents' house, to get fuel, and to go into their house and spend the rest of the night there and say I was a part of this. I wasn't. I got home at 6 p.m. from my job. You know where I work, right? 6 p.m. I got home. Me and my wife watched a show or two. I packed my bags. We ate dinner. I left at 7. Exactly 7. Got all the way over. Stopped at Mavericks. 8:15, 8:20. Went inside. Got a snack. Came back out. Went home. Went to my parents. You can check. It's on CCTV. My alibi checks out. But the fact that you put me in here, you brought me in here to insult me and say that I killed my own wife? After how many years I've known you? I don't care if it's your job.
Take it down a notch, okay? I am not your enemy here. I am trying to simply figure out what is going on, but I cannot skip past the procedure that we have to take. You should know this, Captain. Okay? The procedure is the procedure. I have to take every sequence and step in order to find out what truly went down. So relax. Thank you. Now, you said you left at exactly 7 o'clock. Is that the exact time that you left the house?
More like 7:02.
7:02. All right. Thank you. We're working through this now. So if you left the house at 7:02, you said how long did it take you to get over to your parents' house?
Give or take 47, 45 minutes.
47 minutes-ish. Got you. Okay. 49. So that's approximately 7:49 to get all the way over there. Were you speeding?
I don't know.
What was your average rate of speed?
How is this helping? 75.
75 miles an hour. Okay. What is approximately the distance from your house to your parents?
Fuck's sake, 55 miles.
55 miles. Got you. All right. This is all good information. Thank you. So 7:49, you said you got to the gas station around 8:15. What is that 20-minute time frame? What were you doing between then?
I told you, man, I was getting gas.
That's a spare 20 minutes. I get it. The murder happened at 8, but you could have killed her 20 minutes prior, before you left the house, got all the way over here. You had that 40 minutes drive, got to the gas station, and then all of a sudden that was your alibi. Okay, so between 7:49 and 8 o'clock, what were you doing? Where were you?
Fine, I stopped at a bar to get some drinks, man.
So you stopped for alcohol. You think that would be kind of important for us to know?
Not in particular, I'd look crazier.
You went to the bar. What did you order from the bar?
A Fortaleza G4 El Torreso tequila.
Tequila. I really don't need specifics on your tequila, so let's just move on. So then you proceeded to go to the gas station, correct? Mavericks, you said? And we'll check on the CCTV. Mavericks for gas. At exactly 8 o'clock, and got to your parents at what time?
Somewhere around 8:30.
You got to your parents at 8:30.
Why are we going in circles? That's exactly what I just said.
Okay. So if we called your parents and we checked with them, they would say you were at their house at 8:30, right?
Yes! Why is this so hard to comprehend?
Gotcha. Okay. Well, how was your relationship with your wife?
It was fine. Why do you keep asking me the same questions?
So, Captain, I want you to see how suspicious this looks. You're telling me you got to your parents at 8:30, okay, right? And when we initially started talking, you brought up the gas station. That makes sense. But if you're telling me it took you approximately 45 minutes to get over to your parents' house, that leaves at least 40 minutes unaccounted for. And you previously brought up that you went to the bar. Yeah, you could make 20, 40 minutes easily tops there. At 8:15, you decided to fuel up. Following that, you should have been at your parents' house at least by 8:20, right? So we're looking at, yeah, I get it. It's like a 10-minute difference. But when we add it all up, why haven't you told me to look at the CCTV at the bar?
I just didn't think it was a good idea to give you more information about me going to a bar following this murder. I didn't think that was a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna say it plainly. I went to a bar. I drank. Okay, I went to my parents following. It wasn't because I was upset. I just wanted some alcohol. I went and drank. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, then I went to the freaking gas station, got gas, went to my parents' house. That is the process of what happened last night. You think I killed her? Are we not going to talk about the neighbor? How he just showed up to my house, says he heard her scream, but didn't check on her as soon as she screamed? Is that not suspicious? Is that not suspicious whatsoever? And then he just walks into the house and sees her dead body?
Okay, listen. This is going nowhere. As great as that all sounds, your front door was wide open. It was unlocked. And that's how Winston got into the household.
No. Go back. What did you just say?
I said Winston walked in. The front door was wide open. It was unlocked.
That's impossible. That's impossible. My wife and I, we were both leaving the house. She was leaving later than I was, but she was going to be gone that day. We both agreed to go out through the garage. Why? Because when we leave the house, we leave a little door jam to prevent any break-ins. It's an extra security precaution. I locked the top lock, the bottom lock, and put a door jam in the door. There's no way the front door was unlocked. That's our terms. Never touch the front door when we leave the house. We go out through the garage. I left through the garage. Somebody was in my house. And it was not me.
You're telling me your front door was barred shut? Like completely locked?
Yes, there's no way anybody got into my house. I locked it from the inside, barred the door. There's no way anybody got in unless they were already in there.
What we can do is we can look into that. I mean, we can talk to Winston, get a conversation with him, because maybe, just maybe, you might not be our primary suspect here. But before we look into Winston, the information that you told us, that you were at the gas station at 8:30, was correct. We do have video footage of you fueling up and leaving around 8:35, getting to your parents' house. So your alibi stands, but we noticed that at the crime scene that your wife had some asphyxiation. That's probably the root of her death. She was choked out by the neck. Do you know anything about that? Did you choke her out the night before? Did you?
Detective Rico, actually, that was not in the report, especially from the morgue. We just got the morgue report now, and it's in here, but you were never given authorization to take a look at the morgue report. You were off today. You had the whole day off. We only called you in today because you just wanted to be a friendly face, so you came into work today to do the interview with him because you knew he was going to be in the interrogation room. We're kind of confused how you even got that information.
Yeah, that's understandable. I think I saw a peruse or two.
No, you know what? You seem to know an awful lot about this entire investigation. I have a question for you, Detective. What were you doing when my wife was killed? What were you doing, Detective? And might I add, if you weren't at work today, when you visited earlier today at my house, did you ever go home? Because if I'm not mistaken, I saw a car that was pretty similar to yours down the block, parked on another street.
No, I left.
Looked just like yours. If I'm not mistaken. I was wondering why I didn't see your vehicle out front when I left the house. I mean, I kind of anticipated that you left, but if you didn't, that vehicle down the street that looks pretty similar to yours might as well have been. Did you ever leave my house? I mean, you had the whole day off. As soon as I left, I gave you the perfect opportunity to go into the kitchen, grab a knife, stab my wife a couple times, put my DNA over the scene. You leave the house through the front door that I locked 100%. You might have forgot to lock it back or try to make it look like you weren't there. You never knew about the agreement me and my wife had. But what you might have did was choke my wife out first. So when she initially screamed your name, it was pretty muffled and hard to hear from outside. And then after you proceeded to choke her, you wanted to stab her multiple times to make it look like I went crazy, right? Stab her, what? How you said 25 times, right? Yeah, okay, so you stabbed her 25 times, you put the blood on her neck to prevent anybody on scene from seeing the bruises from her being choked out from her original cause of death. No. It's hilarious that you tried to pin this on me the entire time when truly, you were the criminal. I'm sitting across from my best friend stabbing me in the back, literally killing my wife. What's this over? What is all of this for? Because you're not getting out of this. No matter how much evidence you think there isn't or there is, a lot of stuff is lining up right now, and you seem to be the center of it. I looked away because I expected you to be able to walk yourself out. You could have hid in my basement, my attic, one of our closets, waited for me to pack up and leave the house before my wife. And you killed her. You killed her, didn't you, Rico? You can be honest. You killed my wife, didn't you, Rico?
No.
Didn't you? Don't lie to me. What was this over? The promotion? Because I got the promotion and you didn't, so you try to put me in jail. You wanted the promotion. Well, look it. You can be honest at this point. It's over. I already know the truth. See, I taught you to be a detective, and that's why you're so good at being a detective, but you're not, and I mean, terrible at lying. I mean, that's the one thing I couldn't get you to freaking perfect, is the lying part. See, if you're going to go up to a suspect and tell them lies, make them think that you have all the evidence on them that you need. Don't tell them the truth. Because when you tell them the truth, sometimes that comes back to bite you in the butt.
Yes, I killed her. Yeah. Well, you got the motive and everything right, too. So, I guess there's nothing else that needs to be said, really.
You know what? I think I'm free to go. What do you think, Chief?
Yeah, you're good to go, Captain.
Chief thinks I'm free to go. And it looks like you're going to jail. And when you go to jail, because you are going to jail, I want you to remember this. This set of eyes, I want you to remember this face. Because if you ever get out of jail, so help me God, you will not be able to hide anywhere. Any nook or cranny that you think you can sneak into, you're not safe. Because I will find you. So, you better hope that the court gives you life in jail. Because when you're out here, you'll have to fear for it. I want you to remember that. I think I'm good to go, Chief.